Whoa! Hey everybody, this is Joel, the accidental retiree here in Istanbul. I can't believe we are already on stage 9. I can't believe the trip we just completed. Literally, we were here 3 days ago in Istanbul. Flew all the way from, well, we started in Cairo and then spent a little stop over here in Istanbul, and then flew to Kuala Lumpur, and then from Kuala Lumpur to Sydney, Australia. Spent literally 24 hours in Sydney, Australia, only to get back on the plane and come all the way back to Istanbul. So here we are. Wow. I'm like, I kind of felt like I hit a little bit of a wall today. Especially on the plane. I was like, there was about an hour and a half or 2 hours to go. And I just decided not to film on the way back, just take a little bit of break from the camera. And but anyways, yeah, about 2 hours before we reached Istanbul, I just felt like I was kind of hitting a wall. Anyways, I had a couple cups of coffee and then I was okay. So anyways, we were in the Istanbul lounge. I got my double macchiato, which it's great. So you come to this lounge, they actually have a barista, and they really know how to make a proper macchiato or a latte or a cappuccino, which is good, and the coffee is good. Anyways, we are here in the lounge. We got about a 6-hour layover before we head back to Cairo, and we have to head back to Cairo because this was a return ticket. We bought Cairo to Sydney return, and it was deeply discounted for business class. We paid around $1,700 each way, so $3,400 return for essentially 42 plus hours of airline travel plus the lounge and everything else. So well worth it for what we actually had to do. But the other reason is we have to go back to Cairo in order to snag the Africa continent and check that off the list. Now, as some of you may know, we were already in Cairo, but when we went there, we actually flew on Egyptian Airlines, and I used Aeroplan points for that one because we already pre-booked this Sydney flight, so we didn't need to get Cairo. We didn't need to get Egypt using Turkish Airlines because we already were going to get it here. I found a really good business class flight on Air Canada points, so I use that. And that's one great thing for Aeroplan members. If you have Aeroplan points, don't use them in Canada. That just sucks. It's a really bad use of your points. Sometimes you can find good flights from Canada to Europe using Aeroplan, but it's usually on another airline, and it's usually last minute, like within a week or two, or really, really far in advance. So don't get sucked into spending 400,000 points on a business class ticket. That's really, really bad. But if you have Aeroplan points, you're best to use them once you get to Europe. You can pretty well fly from a place like Istanbul, and you don't even have to pre-book. Literally, just show up here, do your travels, and then you want to go to Egypt, or you want to go to Romania, or you want to go to Spain. You can just book the ticket on Aeroplan. And there's always lots and lots of seats available, business class and economy. And short haul flights here are like 7,500 Aeroplan miles, so it looks super cheap. All right, so what is next? We have not yet done any clues related to Istanbul. So you ready? We're going to go to the first clue. And basically the next 2 video series are going to be all I don't know what the series are going to be about. I think later on in this video we're going to recap a bit of the halfway point of our trip, but all the clues are going to be related to Istanbul. So without further ado, I'm going to give you clue number 1 for riddle number 9. I can't believe we're already at riddle number 9, guys. All right, again, this riddle is all. The answer to this riddle has everything to do with Istanbul, and here's clue number 1. In lands where empires rose and fell, a ruler's name we knew too well. With art and culture his reign did shine, a legacy grand, both bold and fine. And one more time. In lands where empires rose and fell, a ruler's name we know all too well. With art and culture his reign did shine, a legacy grand, both bold and fine. All right, guys, that is your clue number one. Maybe when we're on the flight to Cairo, we'll give a little bit of a recap of our trip to date, and I will roll out clue number two. And while you're at it, listening to this video, if you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe to the channel. That is very, very important for us to get you to subscribe, because when we look at our analysis, over 60% of you who are watching these videos have not yet subscribed. And if you subscribe to the channel, toggle the notification bell. You're going to be basically notified when the videos come out. And that's important because the first person to solve each riddle wins $50 US plus a $100 travel voucher at maravillanairit.com. All your travel needs when you're looking for a beach vacation in Buenos Aires, Mexico. And in addition, if you reach out to Jillian, info at maravillanairit.com, and let her know Joel sent you, she'll give you an extra 10% off any weekly bookings or greater. All right, guys, we'll see you on the flight to Cairo. And I'm going to go hang out with Jillian and finish my macchiato. Cheers. All right, just made a reservation for a shower. I've never done a shower at the Turkish Airlines Lounge, so we're gonna go check it out. Supposedly it's pretty sweet.
We have to pack up all of our stuff, right?
Yeah, we'll pack up all of our stuff here. All right, guys, Turkish Airlines Lounge showers. You know, pretty basic. You got a little robe. You have hair dryer if you need it, little slippers, body gels, all that kind of thing. Toilet if required. I mean, everything you pretty well need. All right, I'm gonna hop in the shower. All right, nice shower. Yeah, just gonna brush teeth. I'm gonna shave, try to freshen up just a little bit there. I've been meaning to try to get a haircut at every stop. It hasn't worked out because every stop's been so tight. So I think probably New York, which is the next stop. I'm definitely going to go get a haircut and a shave. And yeah, so stick around. When we get back into the lounge, I'm going to give away clue number two. All right, guys, welcome to Turkish Airlines Flight 694 from Istanbul to Cairo. We're going to wrap this video up, but I thought I would talk a little bit, Jillian, about some of the things that really were game changers and lifesavers for us on this trip.
Yeah.
And I think the first and foremost is TripIt. So TripIt is an amazing software that you can basically download the app on your phone. You can also have a desktop app, but essentially every time you make a booking, like let's say book an airline ticket or book something at hotels.com, once you get that confirmation to your email, you forward it to plans@tripit.com. It recognizes your email and it literally updates your schedule. So like at a glance, I can see all of our flights, all of our hotel stays. You could add things like when we were in Italy, Jillian and I went to the opera, so I put the opera in there and I could actually upload our tickets into TripIt so that when we were entering in the opera, I didn't have to look through email or look into other places to try to find all this stuff. Literally, all of our airplane tickets, our boarding passes, our train passes, visas. Oh yeah, if we needed a visa to get into a country, we put the visa into TripIt. So,
We'll also alert you to that stuff too.
What's that?
We'll also alert you to visas that you require or information.
Except it didn't do that for Australia stuff. Yeah. And that was a bit of a shocker. It's kind of funny. We're going to Colombia. We don't need a visa. But we went to Australia and we actually needed a visa. But yeah, and TripIt will let you know when a flight is delayed. It'll let you know where your gates, any gate changes. It basically updates you in real time. So definitely if you're doing any kind of traveling, any kind of trip, I recommend download TripIt and use it to keep yourself organized. What other things could you think of?
Our compression socks.
Oh, compressions. All right, guys, sometimes videos don't go as planned. We literally did the outro to this video on our flight from Istanbul to Cairo last night. But guess what? I didn't hit the record button. So Jillian did this whole thing and I did not record it. And so we decided, F it. I'll just wrap it up today. Anyways, we got up early this morning. We were out up at 3:30. We were out of our hotel room just at 4:05, and Cairo has the Meridian Hotel. It's attached to the terminal, the international terminal. Great hotel. Really, really convenient if you're flying out of Cairo or you're either arriving late or leaving early in the morning. What a great place to actually stay and just set yourself up for either a great arrival to Egypt or a departure. Anyways, so from Cairo, we flew back to Istanbul today and went up to the lounge. And the Turkish Airlines has some programs, so they have showers up there. They also have private suites, so they have rooms with beds and whatnot. We have experienced that before, but that was on Singapore Airlines. So I thought, well, I got to look into that. But we didn't qualify because our layover was too long. So they only look at flights layovers between 6 and 9 hours. It qualifies you on a first come first serve basis to basically get like a little mini hotel room. So I thought that was just kind of weird, didn't make any sense to me. But we did qualify for a free hotel room, but it was off airport site. So we'd have to hop in a shuttle or a cab to go to the hotel. So we just decided, nah, I'm not going to bother with that. So there's another great option in the Istanbul airport, and that's the Yotel. And Yotel is a chain of hotels around the world. And they have this huge hotel right in the international terminal, and you can rent by the hour. So we rented the room for 5 hours for 165 euros, including tax. I thought, that's kind of a bit of a no-brainer. So we are in this nice, cool, fresh room. We're going to have a sleep and then get up, have a shower, head back to the Turkish Airlines lounge, have a little bite to eat, and then head to our gate to get on our flight to New York. So anyways, before we do that, I thought we would wrap up the video, which we tried to do the other day. But as I said, I failed miserably because I did not actually hit the record button on the Osmo. Okay, here you guys go. This is clue number 3 for riddle number 9. From minarets high to gardens wide, his influence spread far and wide. A word that means both grand and bright. This famed monarch is our guiding light. Again, one last time, everybody. From minarets high to gardens wide, his influence spread far and wide. A word that means both grand and bright. This famed monarch is our guiding light. All right, guys, that's the third clue for riddle number 9. And again, the first person across the line first to answer this correctly wins $50 plus a $100 gift certificate from our sponsor, maravillannayarit.com. And you can go to maravillannayarit.com to book all of your vacation rental needs in beautiful Bucerias, Mexico. And if you reach out to Jillian, info@maravillannayarit.com, and say Joel sent you, she's going to give you an extra 10% off any of our rentals, provided it's a week or longer booking. All right, everybody, I'm going to just end it there. The next video is still going to be Turkey-based, not as in a turkey bird, but Turkey as in Istanbul, Turkey. And I think what Jillian and I are going to do is do a little recap of our flight. And we're going to give you the top tools that we use to really navigate our experience and make it like pleasurable. Like, this is kind of hard what we're doing. I mean, 6 continents and 16 days, and we've been flying through different time zones. It's banana cakes, but there's certain things that we were able to do, from getting discounted business class fares to just setting it all up so that it would have minimum impact on our bodies. And then just the whole way that we've organized this to make the experience as positive as possible. We're going to share that with you guys in the next video. All right, everybody, comment below. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, toggle that notification bell, and we'll see you in the next video. Nos vemos hasta luego en adiós desde Istanbul, aquí en Turquía. Turquía? How do you say Turkey in Spanish? Comment below. Adios, guys.